Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back, baby. We're back. I mean, I didn't really go anywhere. It's just been a while since I've done a video, but I've been working hard, getting a lot of things going, getting ready for this season, Formula Drift 2024. We're getting into some things where I want to show you guys. We got some new things going on, and we're getting the car ready for the season. That's what we're doing today, so I want to show you guys. Got Kegel out here. What's up? What's up? So Kegel actually helped me out last year get the car ready for the season, and we're doing the same this year. Possibly if I can get enough pennies together, get this guy helping us out at the racetrack as well. But new location. Big shout out to WRT. We used to have the car there. They helped us out big time with the spot to work on the car, but we have a new spot to work on the car. We're at the doghouse. Funny enough, for some of you that know, I have the doghouse on my social channel on Instagram. But these guys are building a awesome hangout spot for car enthusiasts. Basically, like, rent a spot, you get to park your car, you can work on it, and then just a super vibey area to like hang out and just do stuff that car people like to do, and you know, just have a good time with your friends. So we got a spot here. We're getting the car ready here. The guys are awesome. We're going to show you the inside, and I'll show you the car and the shape that it's in right now. And yeah, we're getting it ready. So let's get in there. Let's see this car. She's looking a little dirty and beat up, but it'd be like that sometimes. All right, let's head on over into the shop. They're in the building phase right now, so there's a lot of construction going on. The boys are in here hanging out, so it'll be a little bit noisy, but we'll show you what we got going on.
Hey, they're gonna turn the lights off real quick for like 3 minutes.
Oh, you're chilling.
Electricity.
You're chilling.
That cool?
Yeah.
While you were in the truck, I was like, oh, should I bring my jack? I was like, no, he surely has one.
Yeah. This thing is old as hell.
Vintage.
Kegel jacking up the car, getting this thing up in the air so we get going on it. She is dirty. Woo. You can't really see it that good, but maybe on the windshield. Getting the car up on the stands. We're gonna start tearing into this thing. Probably get the body off of it. We're hoping to get the engine out of this thing today, along with all the other drivetrain parts. So, let's go. All right, so we got pretty much the body off of this thing. Kegel already started taking apart some of the stuff for the engine to be pulled out today. We got the intercooler out and some of the piping. Next we gotta pull out the oil cooler, probably take off the headlights, and maybe the dashboard, but I'm not sure yet. Yep, got the body pretty much pulled off this thing. Got a big pile of broken fiberglass. Usually I could get this thing apart a little bit faster, but a lot of this was kind of jerry-rigged together from crashing in. We only ran one kit. This kit lasted the whole season, except for one round that we didn't do. So now I'll probably help Kegel by removing some of the drivetrain stuff. I'm gonna pull the transmission out, we gotta pull the diff out, maybe even pull the axles out of it, just because we're gonna leave it a roller so it can move around easily. Yeah, let's keep going. I love this car. So the main reason why the first thing that we're doing is taking the engine out of the car is because we have to get it serviced and ready to go for another season. So we're gonna take it out, new bearings, new rings, go through the head, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. We did have some issues before the season last year, so keep an eye on those things, see if they popped up again. But yeah, this engine ran like a charm all year. Pretty crazy, and we made a lot more power this year, probably like high 900s throughout the whole season. So let's keep on going, let's get ready so we get this thing out, sent off to get it refurbished.
1 hour later.
All right, so we got a little bit of an update going on here. Getting a good amount of stuff done. So yes, it kind of looks like a shit show, but we just got the intake manifold off, and we're going through all the lines, making sure to label them. We're taking pictures, just make sure everything goes back the way it was beforehand. So we're just making some space, getting this thing ready to be pulled out. Got some drainage going on here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looking pretty good there, Kegel.
We're trying.
Yeah, we're definitely trying. So believe it or not, this is my first time, and Kegel's obviously, first time removing the engine from this car. I've moved 2Js in the past, with my S13 and all that. So pretty familiar. I know a lot about this car from, driving it all these years. But yeah, we're just make sure to take the extra steps, make sure we don't get anything mixed up and everything goes back the way it was in the first place when we put the engine back in. But it's going pretty smooth so far. So if you ever wanted a reason to go out and make yourself a custom titanium exhaust for your car, this is kind of what we're talking about when we say stuff like that. Show me how many fingers you need to hold that thing up. Two? Just to balance it? You get away with one?
I probably could if I sat here and tried hard enough.
Pretty impressive. But yeah, that's why we get the titanium, because when we're doing stuff with the drivetrain, it is in the way, so you got to be able to take it off really quick. And there's only two mounting points there's only one mounting point and a slip joint, so it comes off super fast. And since it's so light, you just throw it out of the way. You feel bad about scratching on the ground, but in like a 5-minute call, you got to do what you got to do. All right. Got the transmission out, bell housing off. What do you say, Cable?
Hooks are going on, brother.
Putting the hooks on.
Hooks are going on.
Got the hooks on, then we got the hoist outside. We're gonna bring it inside. Get this thing hooked up, take it out. What do you say?
Hook them up.
Good job.
As I drop hardware.
Dropped you nuts. I gotta say, I did really miss working on this car. This car's just been sitting, waiting for us to get going on it. So it feels really good getting hands on this car. I love this car. You also learn a lot about oh my god. You also learn a lot about a car when you take it apart and you have to put it back together. The only unfortunate part about this is it is a lot faster to take a car apart than it is to put a car back together. And I think me and Kegel are going to learn that in the coming weeks. But yeah, we're going to get this thing out to JoJo, and hopefully he can do the overhaul on it really fast. That's what we're hoping, get this thing in here and just keep on hustling and get it ready. I would love to do some testing as soon as possible. Also, I'm sure a bunch of you guys have seen this transmission before, but for anyone that's new to the channel and checking out the video for the first time, this is the transmission that we run in this car. I actually have two of these. This is an Andrews 4-speed dog box. These are commonly used in NASCAR, at least the old NASCARs. The newer Cup cars run sequential now, but a lot of NASCAR cars still use this, like Nationwide and the trucks and all this stuff. It's a really good box, super strong. This box right here, I've actually had since 2018. I've been using this box, and we just take them apart, refurbish them, and get them good to go.
All right.
Look at that. There's a 2JZ on the floor. Oh, man. This engine is dirty. The reason why the engine is so dirty is because after my rookie season in Pro, this engine did not come out of the car. And we kept it in, and we ran it. And boy, she ran good. So wait, so that means this engine did 2 seasons of Pro FD. So that is a lot of abuse. That's eight rounds of abuse. Well, so it would be what's 8 times 2? 16. So it would be 16, but we missed Irwindale. Sad. Worst day of my life. Huh? So this engine did 15 rounds of competition. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, now we're doing the right thing. We're taking it out and refurbishing it, because why push for 3? And, we like to take care of ourselves. Also, Kegel found this little crevice in the the dry sump pan where there's probably about 2 seasons worth of rubber packed in there. Are you building a little spot?
I'm just laying it out, man.
Look how big of a chunk that is. Oh, my God,
dude. It's like a Chick-fil-A chicken nugget, dude.
Dude, wait, hold on. I want to show the crevice. Yeah, so right down in there, there's just a little, there's a recess cut for the billet dry sump pan, and there's just a bunch of rubber caked up in there.
It's deep. There's a lot in here.
No, I could tell. I saw it, and I was like, dude, how much rubber is in there?
I mean, look at the pieces coming out, dude.
These are, so what these are front tire pieces. They have to be. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
like
like the
the
big marbles that come off the front tires. Yeah, you get big like strung out pieces of rubber that stick to the front tire like this, and those will like fly up and go everywhere. One of the reasons why you should run a cover right here, but we don't, because we didn't have one that worked for this setup, but maybe we'll look into getting a cover for this.
It's not a bad idea. Radical Stanley is making one.
Yeah, it's Radical Stanley.
Yeah. He's got a cool carbon one coming out. I want it for my car.
Yeah, no, that would actually be pretty sick on this. So this is set up of the engine outside. You can see the motor plate. So this is how we mount the engine inside the car. Directly bolts right to the chassis. If you couldn't see in the past couple clips, we don't use stock style mounts for the engine. And this is our 5-stage dry sump pump. It also has an air oil separator on the back of it. So the reason why you want an air oil separator is it basically takes all the air out of the oil so you can cool it more efficiently, and it's with the oil not being aerated, it's going to lubricate more properly, basically just sending straight oil throughout the engine instead of, you know, bubbly oil. It also helps with cooling it down too. Also on the back here we have our KRC power steering pump. We might change to a different setup for next season. We're looking into that today, right, Kegel?
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Yeah, so
Seeing what it would take.
yeah, we're looking in to see what we can do to possibly switch the new WiseFab angle kit, which utilizes a BMW rack instead of the S14 racks that we've been using. And I have like 7 power steering racks and you got to constantly keep up with them, and they're hard to find, and there's only a few people that know how to rebuild them well. So, you know, we've seen Odie on it, and obviously he shreds, and the whole team that he has of drivers shredded this past season. So it looks like a really good kit to have, and we've been using WiseFab for a long time. I've been using WiseFab since 2018, so it's an upgrade that we're definitely trying to do. So we were looking at it, take some pictures, see if we can make it happen here. So the engine is out now. This is pretty much what we wanted to get done today. Taking the body off and stuff was kind of just like a little extra thing that's pretty easy to do. Next step for this is to get this engine over to JoJo, like I was saying before, and then we're going to get the chassis cleaned up, take a look at anything that needs to be fixed on the chassis. It definitely did some rough driving this season, definitely hit some stuff, but luckily nothing too crazy. So I think it'll be a pretty easy cleanup, and just go over what we have to do. Get this thing ready to go back in the car, get this thing cleaned up, new body kit, new livery, new looks, and get ready to do some driving. I am excited. All right, so we are cleaning up for the night. Very successful first day. We're gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up with a good wash. Then we're gonna start assessing everything. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff banged up about the car. This front bash bar is not stoked and also super crooked. It's got a funky smile right now. But yeah, we'll probably just go around the car. There's some damage here and there that we got to assess, like on the body, like right here. This has like a nice little dent in it, a little hole from the patch job that was on there when it was originally made, so we got to try and tackle that. But back of the car is pretty good. It just needs another bash bar, but I have those. But yeah, we're gonna go over the car tomorrow, clean it out, and then figure out what she needs. Develop a game plan there, Kegel.
Oh yeah, big time planning.
Yep. So we're just gonna finish cleaning up and then get right back to it tomorrow. Till tomorrow, my pretty little race car. Pretty little Kegel. So, morning of day 2. We're getting the car out today. Kegel and Cub. Jacob, come over here. We got Jacob in the mix today.
I'm here.
He's here. He
My
brought
one day off, and I'm helping this guy.
So he brought the pressure washer for us. So we're gonna get this thing on stands, get pressure washed. I gotta do some running around, so the boys are gonna handle it. We're not dropping off the engine today. We're dropping off the engine tomorrow to JoJo. So we'll get that done and get it off to him. But yeah, we're going over the car today, getting it clean, and we're gonna go over the whole thing and get a checklist made of things that we want to do with the car. Luckily for us, this was a really well-running and driving car at the end of the season. So there's not a crazy amount of stuff. It's more of just preventative maintenance and just making sure everything's performing well in the car for when we put it back in. We don't run any issues during the season. So let's have at it. Woo!
Oh, the fucking goddamn diff. Yeah, the diff is gonna find us.
See, I told them we should take the axles out of the car so it's easier to move, but we didn't do that.
Pull that way, or do you want to go the other way? Think you want to drain some power steering fluid out right here?
I wonder if we can just go from the front now, Kegel, and push it over.
We're getting into the swing of things here. Like I said, this is the first time we're here now, so getting used to how everything moves around. Yeah, it looks like they're getting it good. They'll get it up on the stands and start washing. I gotta go pick up some degreaser.
Yeah, for just a minute.
What are you doing, Kegel? Just trying to tape up a hole, man. Taping up this pirate ship here, dude. She's got a lot of holes in her.
I feel disrespected.
I'm telling you, it's like the SpongeBob episode.
What?
Where SpongeBob's like, "You're good, you're good, you're good." It's just all the pieces of the boat coming off.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good.
That's my car.
You're good, and stop.
All right, so we're gonna let the boys continue cleaning up here. I gotta run around and go get some stuff for some more storage inside the shop. But the car's in good hands. I'm sure they'll get the chassis nice and clean, and then we're gonna get inside and we're gonna assess everything that we want to do with it, like I was saying before. But I gotta run, so we'll be right back.
You know you can take the tag off of it if you want to.
You know what? I'm trying to be efficient, dude. Jeez.
What was that? It's like wearing the tag on your hat still. How's everyone gonna know it's
Like the
fresh?
sticker? Yeah, exactly.
Dang, this thing's gonna look real clean, Jacob.
Yeah, it is.
It's like one of the biggest things in drifting is like finding boys that are willing to help you out. You know, obviously a lot of my guys get paid to help me out, but you know, Jacob helping us out this morning, picked up the pressure washer. You know, he's scrubbing, putting in work just because, you know, he wants to see us do good. He likes hanging out with the boys. So drifting's really cool like that when you have a good crew put together of some homies and some really dedicated guys. Yeah, this is what you do for fun. All right, so I'm back from the Super Bowl and picking up a little shelf that we have just for some parts. Boys got the chassis pretty dang clean. The engine bay looks ready for the engine to go back in, to be honest with you. But the back of the car is a little bit more dirty just because the rubber gets so hot and we literally bake it onto the chassis, so it's a little bit harder to get the rubber off the wheel wells back here a little bit, like on the underside. Might want to find a solution for that, but it does look pretty clean. It's just there's still some rubber caked on there. The boys got the fuel cell out, so they're going to go through the fuel cell right now. Kegel's opening up the FCST so that he can get to the bladder and the pumps inside so we can check those. Main thing is we just look to make sure everything's good to go on it. And, it's been performing well. We can look at our logs and make sure the fuel pressure and everything like that was looking good. Haven't had any issues, so I'm not expecting anything. And we check the foam. Sometimes the E85 blend fuels, they'll kind of eat away at this foam. So you kind of just want to pull on it, pick it apart, see if it's deteriorating. And we haven't had any issues with it, so I think it's going to be good, but we'll see. And the reason why they do this foam is so that when you're racing around, the fuel doesn't slosh around and cavitate, and so the pumps always have fresh fuel to pick up. That's also for the FCST here. This tank right here fills up with fuel so that it's always full and you don't get any slosh or miss any fuel for the pickups for the fuel pumps that are feeding the engine. But now that I have the shelf out, I'm going to go ahead and just tidy up the area that we have so we have more space to work so the boys aren't working on the fuel cell on the floor like this. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
What are you doing?
Boy.
What you doing?
Trying.
Trying what?
Get these damn lines up. Oh, there she goes. There we go.
What are you taking the line off for?
Because I want to drink. I'm thirsty. Got the forbidden Kool-Aid in here.
I think what he means to say is that Kegel's taking the rear radiator out because we got a bunch of rubber up in that thing. Luckily, this is a newer one that Brian at MA Motorsports whipped up for us. We threw it in mid-season, so it doesn't have that many rounds on it, but it's definitely got rubber in there. So we always take it out, blow it out, do whatever we need to do to get it clean. I also want to try and come up with a screen that we can put in front of it so that it doesn't suck rubber into the fins anymore. So that's something that we'll probably start planning out here in a second.
Once Kegel gets the lines off,
And I can get my drink.
you get your drink. Want me to go grab you a cup?
Yeah, I'm gonna need something. Maybe just a sippy straw.
A sippy straw? What'd you do, Jacob?
I did a thing.
What'd you do?
I put that back together. Does it look good?
Is the fuel cell going to be a problem for me now, or are you confident?
No comment on that one.
Oh my God. No, it looks good. Good job.
It'll be all right.
All right, so now we have fuel cell out, got the radiator out. The boys pulled the axles out while I was making a little lunch run, and now me and Kegel are gonna get this diff out. Diff should be good, but we'll do a service on it. I do have a spare diff that's ready to go, so we can actually just throw that one right in the car. So yeah, we're getting this bad boy out. And now the car will actually be a lot easier to push around, like I was saying before. Alrighty, another successful day working on the car. It's a little bit cleaned up now. We got more parts out of it, ready to be serviced and looked at to make sure they're good to go. And yeah, we do have some plans that we got to look into, see if we want to change a couple things on this car. But more of that to come. Tomorrow we're going to drop off the engine, get that thing ready to get serviced. There's a dog barking in the background because it is the doghouse. But yeah, so yeah, good day. On to tomorrow again. It's another beautiful afternoon here. Got Kegel. We're here. We're here at the shop. We're here at the doghouse.
We're working.
What are you doing, Kegel?
I'm using more lemon pledge to clean the transmission.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is there a French fry in there? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so Kegel's gone through the transmissions. We already got one done. One of the transmissions I think we only used for one round. We opened it up. It looks brand new inside, so that's always cool. But he's going through this one right now, and I'll show you guys what we kind of look for. Or actually, I'll ask Kegel.
Okay, Kegel.
So what you're looking for is real shiny metal in here. If it's shiny, that's no good.
Like some glitter?
Well, glitter or like wear. You know, like how on the ends of the gear teeth, like they wear and then they get real like shiny and polished looking.
Yeah, for people that don't know, what's like the main thing you're going to look at right away when you look at these?
We're gonna look at the edges of the dog teeth right here and try and see if there's any wear from Mike misshifting.
I don't miss-shift. I shift this thing like a man. If you want any tip about, the one and only tip about a 4-speed dog box, when you shift it like you're trying to break it, and it'll reward you for it. It's a weird concept, but I swear, that's how these things like to be driven, like shift it hard.
And then if we're looking at the gears here, you can actually see the difference in the finish. Is that too bright?
Yeah.
The difference in the finish on the two different faces of the teeth. You can see how one side, it's like shiny, but it's like smooth, unworn. The other side has quite a bit more like silver and shininess exposed, and that's where the side's been wearing down. So
Yeah, you can kind of, probably pretty hard to tell, but you can see just a little bit of wear from where the teeth mesh. This one actually looks, it looks pretty decent. Like I would feel comfortable still running this. When I look at them, the main thing I look for is you'll see like signs of heat too.
oh, for sure.
Like if
coloration.
we gear the car for like, let's say third gear, we've done that before, and run a whole event in third gear, you'll get the transmission out, you'll look at it, you'll see the heat that goes into the gears, you'll see the wear, and then sometimes you got to just make the call. If it looks like too much, you got to throw another gear in there, because if you lose a gear, you're gonna wreck a lot more stuff on the box. If you lose the dog ring, that's not that big of a deal, but the gears, you gotta stay up to date with those.
Stay up, homie.
Are you finding anything on this one that you think needs to be done?
Just that one gear looks like,
Like third? Looks a little worn?
yeah, it just looks worn, and it's like, it's not like smooth. It's like shot peened almost in a way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So maybe the line is like off a little bit when the torque's going through it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not like teeth are chipped or anything. It's just an
Yeah.
interesting like wear pattern across it. Because usually it'll be like that nice like silver straight bar across the thing, and this has like
just a little bit like a one-sided,
Yeah.
like one side of the face of the tooth.
Yeah, it's interesting to say the least.
Yeah, but this box is the oldest box.
Right, and this is the one that you run the most throughout the season.
Yeah.
So it's gonna show the most.
Where?
Exactly.
Yeah, so this box I've actually had since 2017 when I first built my S13 to start doing competitive drifting. Obviously, this gearbox has been gone through a lot, and we constantly service it throughout the season and on the off season. So, but yeah, they hold up really well. I'm personally like, I don't think I'll ever go to a sequential unless I really have to for some odd reason, because the dog box has just been good, and for the price of one sequential, you could have 2 dog boxes. So that's fine with me. Alrighty, so Kegel is taking apart our second transmission because we need the part number for the third gear and the drop gear, and we can't get the part number unless we take it apart. So that is what he's doing right now. Right meow.
I'm trying. He's trying.
Ooh, he's stealing.
I know, man. These are easier to get it held open.
I also don't have the best pliers, so.
These are snap-on. These are quality. There we go.
Whoa, we got it.
I don't even know if I had to do that, but it felt like I did, so I just did it.
So you got your main gear here, and then you got your drop gear on the bottom. So which one? We have to do this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the one that we have to replace, or that we want to get a spare for, because this one, it's really not that bad. I would feel fine running this.
Yeah, it's fine to run. It's just
but
showing
it's
wear.
worth it since it's the beginning of the season. We'll take this gear out, replace it, the top gear and the drop gear, and then we'll just have this as a spare. But we also need this guy.
We got the part
right
number on that
here.
one, remember?
Yeah, we do have the part number on that one.
It's on the
but
back
this
side.
one had a little bit chewed up. So I'm gonna get one of these face plates. Probably get one of these too.
So do you want to flip this?
No, we'll just save it as a spare. This is what our blue rack looks like before you clean a CV joint. That's what it looks like after. Make my rag dirty, bro.
We'll wash it. It'll wash out.
Dude, you would legit wreck
A washing
freaking
machine?
washing machine
That's
throwing
what the
that
coin
in.
laundries are for, dude.
Dude, no way. Never go into a coin laundry ever again just because you said that. Because someone's going to do it now.
Someone for sure has done that.
We're having a slight dilemma here because this CV joint doesn't really want to come off the spline, so it's possible that this may be a little bit tweaked in here. There's a lot of horsepower going through these things, and they take a lot of abuse. So I think that's possible that it might have twisted a little bit, so it doesn't want to slide off. But what do you think?
I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the snap ring is off. It doesn't want to come out. We've kind of whooped its ass with a hammer, and it doesn't want to move, so.
Yeah.
We also don't have a vise, though. We just kind of been hand-holding it and doing the old shake weight method.
Yeah, sure. Double gripping it.
Well, that's a 2J in the back of a truck. Gonna get this thing over to JoJo so he can get going on it. We're making some good progress. That stupid little axle kind of held us up today a little bit. Yeah, stupid little K who couldn't get the job done. But yeah, still making progress. So I'm excited to get the engine off the JoJo so he can get that going. The sooner that engine's ready to go, the sooner we can get back in the car. Still have to assess some things on the chassis and see if we're going to rip the front subframe out and change over to that new Wisefab kit. But there's some information I need to find out to see if we can make it happen. So we shall see. But we'll definitely have enough time probably before we get the engine back to get that going. So yeah, let's get this engine over to JoJo. All right, guys, so I'm back home, and that is a wrap for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really happy to get tearing into the car again and getting ready for the season. Minor updates. We ended the season with a good car, and I'm really excited to just hop back in and start driving again with the minor upgrades that we're doing and just go out there and try and kill it. I know we had a rough season last year, but definitely looking forward to doing things a little bit differently. But with that, I'm also excited to be doing more YouTube videos, and we have some things lined up that we're going to be talking about, along with something I went and picked up the other day. And we're just going to squat down next to these Yeah, 22 and a half chrome boys behind me. They're probably polished, but this is another thing that's going to be in another video coming very soon. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just let me know that you're here enjoying the videos so I have more fun making them for you guys. So see you on the next one. Woo!